Hey everyone, Jengar here. So, welcome to the second episode of Tea Time with Jengar. Today I have a lot of subjects for you. I've got some baby news, I've got some news on my work, I've got some news for you on the channel and how it's going and how the running series are progressing. After that we're gonna do a question and answer. You guys asked me a lot of questions and I've got an answer for a few of them in this episode. In the last question we will go into the state of the game. I'll give you my thoughts on that and how I look at that kind of stuff. Now to begin with, for my updates, the baby, it's been going quite well. He's 6 weeks now, and I am getting used to a new rhythm in my life. It hasn't been easy. I can tell you the first month of having a baby is quite a disaster. And it's not a disaster because of the boy. The boy is fine, the boy is great. He's a very lovable lad and I love him and I wouldn't want a life without him anymore. But my god, man, he can be a little rascal. that is weakly stated. He completely changes the rhythm of your life. It's a big progress to get used to. He's sleeping a little better though the last few weeks, but the first month, wow. I cannot recommend it. But it gets better, I can tell you that as well. It gets better. Oh my god. But yeah, he's fine, he's doing alright, he's growing very fast. And I now know what people meant, like when they say enjoy the first period because it's going so fast. It's really going fast. And, my parents were sick for a few weeks and they visited me the other day. And they said, wow, he really grew, he's growing so fast. And you don't notice it. You do not notice it when you're right there. Amazing differences. Now I also went back to work. I hadn't worked for 7 weeks. I was in the lucky position to be able to take 7 weeks off around the calculated date for the delivery, and that was my savior because otherwise I really wouldn't have known how I would have done that. But yeah, I was free, so I was at home and I could experience the first month together with my girlfriend and it was great. Now I'm back to work. Shitload of work at my work, of course, as you can understand. When you have so much time off, you come back to the workplace and you have like, I think I had like 400 or 500 mails, totally crazy, and a big pile of posts in my little mailbox. Yeah, it was terrible. But all in all, I have transitioned into that pretty well, although I'm still looking at a mountain of work. But joy and happiness. It's nice to be back there as well. What that means for the channel though is that I'm extra tired, of course. I mean, I have to spend energy on the baby, I have to spend energy on my work, I have to spend energy trying to pick back my other habits like fitness, social life. Well, social life is non-existent still at the moment, but I would like to do some visiting of friends and that kind of stuff, but it's gonna be difficult. But all in all, managing all that stuff while running the channel is hard, but as you have noticed, I'm still pumping out the videos because it is my favorite thing to do now. As I say, it's becoming a hobby, and we're 10 months in now, almost 9 months, and it's going great. I mean, the channel is growing, we are getting more traction. I am seeing an increase in the growth rate. More and more people are joining quicker and quicker. I'm very happy with that, very thankful. And if I look at the running series that I have now, it is possible to keep it up. I don't know how many new series I will be able to make, but I will do my best to keep the current ones running and to keep them fresh. I talked about the up-tiered battles that I might want to do. I don't know if they will materialize anytime soon. They're in the back of my mind. I said that last time, it's still that way. But you guys will understand why it hasn't materialized yet. This baby thing is quite the impact. And but I'm happy with the amount of content that I'm still pushing out, and I hope you are as well. I don't want to start pushing it out too quickly. I don't want to infringe on the quality of the videos while I am looking at the channel. I don't want to push out more and more content at the cost of quality, so I want to keep the quality high, and to do that I need certain material. So yeah, no, that's the most important thing for me while I look at that. Oh, keep the series that I have running, yeah, but not at the cost of quality. So yeah, I want to keep them all running and maybe want to do some new content, but it's got to be good. And I want to give you that quality. It's got to stay high. So I don't want to push myself too much in that regard. And I hope you understand that. But I think you do. And in the meantime, I think the people who are new to the channel also see that the quality is still there. And some people may not even be aware that I am juggling with the new baby, work, and all that stuff while I'm making these videos. It's not easy, but yeah, we're doing it. Now we are going into your questions now. And there have been a few. I have been selecting them. And first one coming from Easy is, how old are you? Well, that's an easy question to answer. I have in August become 39 years old. Yes, I'm an old geezer. I mean, Jesus Christ, life goes fast. I mean, people talk about it sometimes that life takes a long time. I think it's short. Man, I can remember the days when I was 18 and started gaming at 14, and I thought life would be forever and youth would be forever, but life flies by, man. It's a roller coaster ride, and you pass through the ages, and every time you think that you're going to be in a certain like 20s or teens or 30s, I'm almost through my 30s, man. I can hardly believe it. But yeah, life goes fast, man, but that's all right. I mean, nothing really changes in your mind. I've talked to my father about that. My father has turned 66 the other day, and it's just a funny thing. Your mind doesn't change, you just have a little bit more baggage, a little bit more experience. But your thought process doesn't change. You might still look at young girls in the street and think, like, but you're getting older. My father made a remark about that the other day. You still see it, but you're 66. What can you do? Unless you're a millionaire, right? But it's about that in lots of subjects, you know. Your mind doesn't become stale, or hopefully not. Hopefully you keep yourself young and you keep thinking like a kid. You keep letting yourself be surprised about things, you know. I'm 39. Does that mean that I'm an old fart? I hope not. I try to keep looking at things fresh, to keep allowing life to keep surprising me, you know, with little things. Like this YouTube channel and the experience I got from that. I try to do something new every day, like do a course, man. Always been interested in massage, do a massage course, meet new people there. And that's how I've always kept my life going, kept things fresh for myself. So I'm 39 now, but I don't feel much different than when I was 20. Yeah, I'm a little bit wiser. I don't respond as quickly as I used to. Maybe think a little bit before I give my answers. Got a little bit of experience here, you know. But yeah, no, I still play my games with the same enthusiasm as I did when I was 20. I've started when I was 14, like I said. I'm now 39. That makes for a 25-year gaming experience. And I'm still having fun. And it's not gonna stop. I think when I'm 80 I will still play my games. Nothing's gonna change in that department. Anyway, next question. Also from Easy. What do you do for a living? Well, that's an interesting one. Can't tell you that I work in healthcare. Started out as a male nurse once, but I didn't really enjoy the poop cleaning part and, you know, taking care of wounds and stuff like that. So I basically transitioned and found what I liked more in healthcare, and I finally found it a few years ago. And that is, I now work with mentally disabled people as a guidance person in their daily lives. That's quite interesting, I must say. It really doesn't involve any clear healthcare things like cleaning people's butts and stuff. It's more of helping them with difficult things in their life, like if they have to go to court, or I arrange it for them, or if they need to talk to the government for a new passport, or if they have trouble with their money, stuff like that, you know. And it's very, very enjoyable. These people are fantastic. They give my life and my work. It's fresh every day. It's new every day. You never know what you can expect, and great work. I wouldn't want it any different. But it doesn't have anything to do with what I studied at university. I mean, I studied history and I studied political science. I've been a teacher, history teacher for a while, and I had plans to become a journalist, but that never materialized, and I basically just rolled into healthcare without any diplomas. Because I was a receptionist at a healthcare institution during my studies. And I basically rolled into it and I never left it. I had to do that for some reason. But the universe conspired for me to do that work for a while, and turned out I am extremely suited for it. I'm very patient, and yeah, I'm very good with those people. So, and I'm crazy myself as well, so hey man, I fit right in. It's fantastic. Now we're going to the next question. Duncan the Holst stated to me about this new series, and I quote, "Totally not stolen from Squire. Come on man, you are better than this." Yeah, so I told him, and in nice words of course, because man, there's not many things that can make me angry or offended, and I wasn't offended by this at all. I can understand the question, but I don't watch Squire. I know of him, I've seen a few videos of him, but I don't have that much time, and I selected to watch a few other channels. But, no, Squire has good content, but I didn't know his series was called Tea Time. I mean, I know that a lot of channels have done some kind of vlog, you know, and I called mine Tea Time because at the moment I was sitting at my desk thinking of the name of it, my girl came with a cup of tea. So, hey, sometimes it's that simple, right? Girlfriend comes with a cup of tea, you have to name a new series, Tea Time with Jengar. Alright, simple as that. But in the discussion after that, because we had a few replies to each other, we came up with the idea to maybe it's a nice idea to ask you guys how we can call this series. So if you have any ideas on a name for this series, you can drop them in the comments below and we'll pick the best one. I have a few ideas myself as well to start it off. Babbling with Jengar, or Sunday's Cookie Corner with Jengar. So you can vote for those as well, or you can come up with your own idea. Let me know in the comments below, and we'll see what comes out. Next question is from Jason Huiting. He asked, "Hey Jengar, is the squad still open?" Yes, Jason, the squadron is still open for any subscriber that wants to join it. We have 39 squad members in the squadron at the moment. And well, I believe the squadron has place for 128 people. So yeah, there's lots of room. We're still open, and I'm not closing it anytime soon. If you want to join, you can. And that goes for all you guys, of course. Next questions by 5000 Ego. He asked about a certain plane I was flying on a certain vid. Why do you use stealth ammo on the 20mm but not on the 7.62mm machine guns? Well, I can tell you, Mr. Ego, that it varies per plane and per nation which belt deals the most damage, and it also has to do with my personal preference. Sometimes I prefer to fly stealthy, and I want stealth belts on everything. Because I, for example, go into realistic battle and I want to have my surprise factor because the plane I'm using is a boom and zoom plane and I don't want to alert my targets to my presence. Well, then I fly with stealth. But sometimes I go into arcade and I would like to have all the damage I can have. And then I look at the belts on a certain plane and I look which belt has the best damage composition, the most high explosive fragmentation shells, and the different nations have sometimes different names for that, and you look for the best composition. Sometimes two belts are very similar and they might both be viable, but yeah, it's very different. And to tell you the truth, I cannot answer these questions very shortly in one video here. I will make a ammo belt choice video very soon. I will come with that. It's sort of a tutorial thing, and I promise you that I will do that especially for you and to the benefit of the other guys as well, of course. So going on to the next question, Woven Scar asked me, awesome videos, man, kinda makes me want to pick up War Thunder again. But, and then he went into the discrepancies in ground forces, the imbalance of the game, how they introduced the E100 and so on. And this brought me to, of course, the state of the game. For me, it is actually rather simple. I mean, it's about having fun. That's what I always ask myself again. Am I having fun? With War Thunder so far, the answer for me has always been yes. I'm having a lot of fun in War Thunder. Is this game perfect? Far from it. I would say there's a lot of things they can improve, especially in the communications department. If they can change the way they interact with their fans, especially on their forums, and if they use the fans in a way that they can add to the development of the game, that would be the greatest boon to this game. Because the community doesn't feel taken seriously. I mean, that is clear from all the reaction lately, you know, about the state of the game since Fly Daily started that whole thing. Well, there's others who started it years ago, but it was kickstarted again a little bit with his video, which I watched. But yeah, I mean, I cannot become angry about a game anymore. About things that, from my expectations, it doesn't have it. I just look at what is there, you know, not what I expect to be there. And what is there is fun to me. This game offers several modes. It is very interesting. It doesn't feel repetitive. I feel it's still quite fresh. It's also because of my approach to the game. I play all the nations, all the tiers. I do not grind. I select a plane for research and eventually it pops up as being researched. That's it. I'm just having fun. What do I feel like flying today? What do I want to make a video about? Oh, this plane? Yeah, sure. I'll go fly that plane. It's very simple for me. And yeah, I do let Gaijin know now and then what I feel about them. I really wish they would be more serious about communicating on an equal footing with the community. Take their requests seriously. But yeah, if they don't do that, then well, I'm not gonna go all mental about it. This game is providing me lots and lots of fun every day. And I love the game for it. And I love Gaijin for that. And I have the hope that through trial and error, they can improve their communication and they will eventually reach a point where they can give and take with the community. That's what I hope. A little bit like Star Citizen actually. If you follow that game, the way they are treating their community is very mature. They show things very early on, explain things, why they do things, and then the community can give feedback. I wish Gaijin would do that. And that's all I want them to do. And I think that would solve the biggest part of all the problems they have right now with the community, because that is the main thing. People get angry now for everything, for every small thing, and that is because people have not felt that they were taken seriously for years now. And that's not a good thing. And that's what they should change. And once the community feels that they are being taken seriously, they will not jump on every little small issue. Because from what I've seen in the 2.5 years I've been playing, Gaijin has slowly been working on a lot of issues. And yeah, once they get to that point, hopefully our input will be used more often. So that's what I feel, and I will keep playing this game until a point. I hope this point never comes, because I don't think it ever comes. I always wanted to be a pilot. So I think, and I love this era, World War II. I love these planes. So I cannot imagine stopping playing. But once I get to a point in the future where when the answer is no to the question, am I having fun? If the answer is ever no, and it remains no for a few weeks, I will stop playing the game. It's as simple as that, you know. But that point is not here. I have never felt that point, not even close, in 2.5 years. So no worries, I'll keep making content. Guys, make sure to leave me your feedback on what I talked about in this episode. Make sure to leave me new questions you might have for the next episode. And leave me any general comments. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to like the video, leave me those comments, and if you want to see more, subscribe. I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Hey, so I hope you enjoyed the video, that you learned something there. If you are already a subscriber, don't forget to like the video. You know, those likes really make a difference. Do leave me a comment. You know, I always look forward to the comments every day. And if you really feel like helping out today, make sure to share the video with your friends and let them know about the channel. If you're new here, make sure to hit the subscribe button, become part of this community. I really love to have you aboard, and don't feel shy to leave me some comments. I always try to respond to them. So again, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.